I'm back. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start filling you in more on my personal life as we go along. I had an exhausting, absolutely exhausting time at the pulmonologist yesterday. Crazy testing, but in the long run, might help. So, anyway, this guy just arrived. Crate Club, courtesy of Adam. Great Patreon supporter and viewer. I was not expecting it, but it's here, and I'm not going to let it sit at all. We're going to get right to it. It's a huge box, so I'm going to unbox it all, and I'm going to work up some energy. Menergy. If you guys don't know about Menergy, you need to search YouTube for Menergy. Anyway, and we're going to see what we got in this box. I could have sworn we already got one in March, but we got another one. Maybe it was, I don't know. But we got this one, and we're going to open it up. Oh, tape's already popped on one side. We're going to open it up right now, and we're going to see what we've got. I happen to have a Mora sitting here. I don't know why I have a Mora sitting right here. Why don't you have a Mora sitting right here? That's the question. Have a Mora sitting wherever you are at all times. Oh, look at that. Inside the Crate Club box. If there's any confusion as to who is associated with who. And then, you know what? The only reason this box is big and heavy, all of the size and weight of this box is right here. Is right here. This is it. So, in this Crate Club box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. I swear to God, we've seen two of these. Actually, the one item that says Battle Box is a pretty good item. Two of these items, at least in Battle Box before. But, whatevs. Let's get to it. How am I doing on the energy, guys? Am I doing it? Am I doing it? Okay. Chugged a Red Bull before I brought this box upstairs. So, now there's no prices, no values in here. So we're just gonna have to take it item by item and look at it and see. I'm gonna go a little out of order of the card. So this is by ExoTac, and I've said before, ExoTac makes really good stuff. They make really good outdoor stuff. It tends to be expensive, but they make some excellent products. And this was so this kind of was a collaboration between ExoTac and BattleBox. And I didn't see the front of the package. I didn't see the card or anything. I just saw the big battle box, and I thought that was funny. But if I can get it open, I'm trying not to rip the box in a way that it can't be reclosed. This guy, this was a pretty good item because this is some good quality duct tape. You know, there's crappy duct tape, there's good duct tape. What do they actually call this thing? The ExoTac Rip Spool. You've got, and I'm going to leave this perfectly because there's no reason to. You guys have seen this before. You know what I can do? I can link the actual BattleBox unboxing so you can see a better representation of this. I'll put it in the up here-ness. But hang on. It's got a large. This is like to repair some heavy-duty stuff. This needle, and I actually have used it. I've used it, or I didn't use it. Someone else used it and ended up jamming it through their finger, and I had to cut it or something like. No, not this needle. It was another needle, but it was this size needle. It was funny too. I used a Dremel, and it got all hot, and he cried. But anyway, so you've got a roll of tape, and you've got the thread, and you've got the needle, and it's actually a pretty good emergency item to keep around for repairs and stuff. And then this thread is a good quality thread too. I like this. I liked it when I saw it in BattleBox, and I still like it. And it's a pretty good item to have. Now, I don't know if you could get it outside of BattleBox, from anyone else or on the ExoTac website. I don't know, but I don't remember. But this is good. This is good. I really did like this. So that's why I wanted to just open it first once I saw what it was and be like, cool. That's a good all-purpose, throw it anywhere, throw it in any bag, throw it in any kit you want. It's good. Das ist good. Okay, switching back to going in order of the card. So first thing we're going to look at here, we're going to look at the Absorbit's Wet Electronics Rescue Pouch. So, at first, I think we have seen this before. Man, have we or have we not? I don't know. Everybody take your Mora, and let's open the pouch together. I feel like we have seen this. So if your phone or something else gets wet, you put it in here, and it's a bunch of crunchy do not eats, and it absorbs the liquid. So the first thing you should do, if you don't know this, and I didn't know this at first, if you have any electronic item that gets wet, immediately turn it off. If you can take out the battery, take out the battery. I know a lot of newer phones, yeah, mine's been through some stuff, but that's okay, because it's like, it still is fine. It's a, what is it? It's a S21? I don't know. Immediately turn it off. If you could take out the battery, take out the battery, take it out of the case so that it can dry, you know, and if it hasn't already shorted out and you can completely turn it off and let it dry, there's a good chance it's going to be okay. Oh, it says right here, turn off device, remove case, take out battery. It says it right here. But what this does, since it's got the do not eats in it, it will suck the moisture out of whatever device it is. So you put it in, and of course I would take it out of the case and everything. And you leave it in there, and then the do not eats absorb that moisture, just like they would in a package for shipping. You know, they absorb moisture to keep your stuff dry and clean. And this is a thing where, you know, it doesn't go bad. Like these things can dry, the do not eats can actually dry themselves back out and everything too. And then, you know, hopefully your device is saved. The key thing is, though, guys, even if you don't have one of these, turn your shit off as soon as you get it out of the moisture. And that's the most important thing you can do. It's not a guarantee, but turn it off and let it fully dry out. Give it days if you have to. Don't blow dry it, nothing like that. Just turn the electrical current off. And if you can, remove the battery. And that's the best thing you can do. So I am going to place this back in the bag, and I'm actually going to reheat seal this. We have a heat sealer, you know, at the shop. I'm going to reheat seal this for them. Just to kind of keep any moisture out. Fortunately, it's not a very humid time of year. But we have the plastic you can wrap it up into. I'll do that for them. But this is, okay, again, preparedness-wise, not a bad item to have. I don't know if it's the kind of things people are looking for in something like Crate Club, but Crate Club doesn't really have it doesn't have a thing. It doesn't have a we are this or that, does it? It's just items, good items, I guess. I don't know. Cool to have. And it has a belt clip. So like you can carry it around on your belt. Like, I don't know why it has a clip. Whatever, but it's interesting. I don't know your thoughts on it, guys. You tell me what you think. Next, we've got the Razer Walkers again, low profile digital muff. I just like saying muff. We have to have seen on this channel, I'd say probably 12, literally a dozen sets of walkers at this point. That means that walkers are either two things, good or cheap. And I kind of dig the fact that these things are bright green. Haven't seen bright green ones. And these ones being digital, so they've got, hold on. I can't think and do two things at once. Walkers, I think, are fairly well respected, you know? And these ones let you pump in either a walkie-talkie type thing or music or whatever. And like I've done these several times on the channel. They're good. They work. I like to put them on and I like to clap and like do some sudden slap movements and see how they do. Walkers always do good. And these give you, I don't know all how they work, the technical beeps and squeaks to it, but they amplify the noise you do want, and they reduce the sudden, you know, boom noises and stuff. The sudden decibels, and walkers, in my opinion, are decent. They're pretty good stuff. And these ones are bright green, and I like bright green. Everybody should like bright green. My camera has trouble doing things that are green. It always shows them slightly off shade. These are like a zombie kind of green, you know, like toxic zombie green. and I think they're showing up more of a yellowish green on camera, really has trouble with the Russian cockpit turquoise color. Neither here nor there. It also comes with batteries. But having the input is cool too, so you can hook up, like I said, a communication device or music or whatever it is that you like to have. And I'm just not gonna go way into them because we have so many times before. We've got the SME 2 piece shooting bags filled. Thank you. That's written like a piece of military equipment. If you know what I mean, with all the way it's written, like it's got commas everywhere. Okay. And this guy's heavy. Now I guess they're saying filled because it's filled with like beanbag stuff, heavy beanbag stuff, as opposed to the ones that are just foam, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, you can get in there if you wanted. That's what it's filled with. I'm not going to get in there right now because there's no reason to. So you can fill it with something else. You can take stuff out, and here's the little plug for that too. And you can clip them together if you wanted. I mean, I say heavy. It's not more than 5 pounds, but you know, in terms of weight in the box, it's heavy. So you've got 2. You could easily do like a whole rifle, barrel, and stock if you wanted, or you could just use one or the other. And it is what it is. It says on the box that both of them together weigh approximately 9 pounds. So I feel like I was not that far off when I said this is about 5 pounds. Yay. But yeah, like if you were going to do a whole, like stabilize your whole rifle, like stock right here, barrel up here, and hold it pretty steady. But of course, like I said, you know, if you wanted to, there's no reason you couldn't separate them and use them one piece and one piece. So put these off right about there. And we got one guy left in the box. And I feel like, so the Mount Olympus by Summit Knife. You getting that? Made in China. Okay. I feel like I gave this sort of mixed reviews. I feel like. I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't know. The way they take the picture. Now, of course, they give you no estimate. Do they give you an estimate of size? They do. Kind of. But having a studio light right above white doesn't really work out so well. Sorry. Anyway, it's little. It's a little knife. It's a little oily. Now, somebody, just FYI, I'm going to throw this out there. There's times when people have said, like, hey, I've got this blade, this steel on my blade. I don't know what it is. No. This does not always indicate a blade steel. This is a model number or just a production stamp. If it's a weird, unknown, like totally cryptic blade steel, it's probably not a blade steel. And they do that a lot. This is, I could see how you might think SK46 would be a blade steel, but that's not a blade steel. It says in this that it's VG10. I like VG10. VG10 is a Japanese steel, and it's a good steel. It's a good all-around steel. Spyderco initially, I think, used it, on the Endura and what is it? Endura and man, I cannot think of it. It's gonna pop in my head, and I'm gonna say it, or you will have already seen it in text. Delica, that's it. The Endura and the Delica. But it's a decent steel. It may be a little bit better than decent. Corrosion resistant, holds an edge, not too hard to put an edge back on. It's a good steel. Solid carbon fiber scales on this, not like a little overlay or just a little thin slab of carbon fiber on G10. It's actual carbon fiber, which is nice. So you've got brass hardware, which looks pretty nice, and then kind of a gold colored steel for the liners, because brass would be way too soft to make an actual liner lock out of. Locks up pretty nice. It's got some nice action, thinking bearings. I I think the gold and the black is a little gaudy looking. That's just me. It's my personal preference. I'm not a big fan of it. But I like the blade shape. I like the blade shape a lot. You got some grind lines that look pretty nice. And a very nice deep carry clip that goes all the way in your pocket. If you got shallow pockets, that's not so great. But, you know, unless you're wearing girly jeans or shorts, I don't think it should be a problem. And good clip retention. Actually, I don't remember what I said about this knife last time. It's not bad. I think the price, I don't remember. You know what? I don't remember. I just don't remember what I said about last time we saw it. So I'm just going to go brand new. Action is nice. A little bit small. A little bit small, but, you know, for people that like the smaller, more lightweight EDC, I think this would do all right for you. You notice I'm having trouble doing the paper test lately? Maybe I need to go a little slower. But the blade out of the box is nice and slicey. Very thin. If you were going to put a lanyard on there, very thin opening. Really limits what you can do. You're not going to fit 550 cord through there unless you take out the inner strands. I guess you could always go through there. Well, I don't know. Why though? Why should you have to? I mean, give a decent lanyard space. I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, nice. Fit and finish looks pretty good. Feels pretty even all around. Decent knife. I haven't heard too much about, you know, from Summit though. Like I haven't. Usually, you hear a lot about a company that's really good. I haven't heard a whole lot, but I haven't heard a lot bad about them either. So that's probably just as important as hearing good stuff. Not bad. Little tiny wiggle, not a lot, a little bit, and lockup looks pretty solid. So something that might be carry worthy, you know, 2.75 inch blade, 4-inch handle. I don't know, probably not something I'm likely to carry. It's just a little small for me. I mean, and I've gotten more accustomed to some smaller knives, but this one is just not a comfortable small. It's a little uncomfortable small for my hands, but I don't know. I don't want to take anything away from it just based on that, but it's not something I'm prone to carry because of the size and the way it feels, but it's nicely done. So that is everything. That is everything in the Crate Club Major for March, and hopefully by the time I get this up, I already have the February. If February came, I guess, when I was down and I was in bed and I was tubed up and not able to do much, I will probably have just gotten that up. It's already on the computer and everything, but it's an interesting mix of stuff. You know what I mean? I could see how these go together. These sure, the walkers and the gun rests. The rest is just a really interesting kind of mix. I mean, I could sort of see, if you're looking for a theme, I could kind of see how you put it together, but it sort of seems like they just got some random stuff. And if you're into just getting stuff to accumulate, you know, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not. You guys, I think if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I enjoy a theme. I like boxes like the old school battle box. Really, they did the theme well. Every month had a theme, and I like that. I like that a lot. I kind of don't like. They sort of almost had a range theme, and then they went away from it. I mean, this could even go with a range theme if you need to fix some stuff. But I don't know. Maybe you guys. What I'm saying is maybe you guys could put a theme together that I'm not seeing, because you guys are good at that. The viewers on this channel are really good at putting two together in a way that sometimes I'm like a little overly critical, and they're like, "Hey, step back, look at the big picture, and what do you see here?" You guys are awesome at that. I appreciate that. That's what Eyes appreciates about you. So, what do you guys think though of the products in general? But yeah, there's been talk that Crate Club is just a battle box subsidiary or a sister company or whatever, and I think this kind of, if there was any doubt, this confirms it. Battle box item, walkers, frequently a battle box item, and for better or worse. I mean, let's talk about it. You upset about that? You like that, or are you totally indifferent? This is one of the better. This is a great item for BattleBox. I love mine. I've used mine. I mean, I used mine up. Taking it for summer camping and just repairs around the house. It's a good item. It's a really good item. I liked it a lot. I'm on the fence about the knife. For my own reasons. Kind of a good thing to have. Hopefully you never have to use it, but you have it, I guess. You could do the same thing, though, some people say, with a bag of rice. And we know that these are always effective. And then your shooting wrist. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about it and what you like and what you don't like. And what would you pay for out of pocket? What would you buy on your own? So, excuse me. Always have your Mora available. I love pointing it out. That one time where I had never heard of Mora and struggled through even saying the name, and now I have like a Mora in every room. Always have your Mora available. Anyway, guys, thank you for unboxing with me. And remember that you guys are all absolutely awesome. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back again real soon.